Okay, we are live on YouTube and on Facebook Live. Penny is in the studio with me tonight. Good evening, Penny.
Hello, boss lady. How are you?
I'm absolutely fine. How are you? This is all very new, isn't it?
Isn't it? Isn't it just? I can't quite get used to this whole being on camera thing and being able to see myself and everything. I can understand now why when people go on television shows and they're not used to it, you can see them going, "Is that is that me?" Yes, it's very strange.
It's
Very
very
strange.
and it's very different from
Yes.
just doing a Facebook Live, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. It feels a bit more intense. Yes. Anyway, what have you got me on for? What have you got me up for? I normally am in my pajamas by now.
I know, and this is a thing. We're not going to be able to be in your pajamas for your shows because we're going to be streaming it live as well as being on the radio. Um, you're going to have to wear clothes, everybody. All my presenters are going, clothes? I don't do
No,
clothes. We do
makeup,
it
clothes, clean hair.
in our pajamas.
Although what you can't see is from my waist down, I am wearing pajamas.
It doesn't matter from the waist down. It's just
It
literally
doesn't.
top bit. So tonight is your show, kicking off live at
It is.
9 p.m.
It is indeed, yes. It's obviously haunted histories for anyone who doesn't realise, and I am talking to my good friend. Although you'll hear in the interview, we nearly fell out a little bit, but I'll leave that one for you to listen to. Mr. Richard Eastep, all about Bodmin Jail in Cornwall.
Yes, Bodmin Jail, a location that a lot of people have been, like interested in. It's quite a well-known one on the circuit, isn't it? And you had a great time when you was with Richard, didn't you? Do you talk about that much on the show?
We do. We try not to talk about too many spoilers because most of the show is to talk about the book he's got coming out in the summer on Bodmin Jail. So that's what his recent trip to the UK really was for. It was to gather some more research because he came last year and did some research on it, and then he came back again this year to do some more. So we didn't want too many spoilers, but there was a few people that anyone who listens to Parasearch on a regular basis will know. Wes Coleman was there, our lovely Wes from Cops over in Canada.
He's in the chat room.
MJ Hicks. Yeah, he would. Oh, it doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. Hi, Wes. Did you have a good birthday, my darling? MJ Dixon was there at the investigation as well. Some other people that I'm sure will be tuning in tonight, who've actually been on a few of Richard's investigations when he's been in the UK. So it was a good crew, and it's certainly an interesting place. Although Wes did manage to scare me and Gaynor, and he probably can't remember. He probably can't remember. He was sitting in a corner and we didn't know he was there, and all of a sudden his big booming voice comes out and says, "I'm here," and we're just like, where? We couldn't see him. We genuinely could not see him. And it was just this disembodied voice, and we knew it was Wes. But then he puts the torch on under his chin and goes, "Ha, I'm here." So yeah, it was there was laughs as well as a lot of good evidence gathered. But yeah, you have to listen to the show and hear some of the stuff that predominantly I experienced, because I'm not going to talk about everyone else's experiences. That's for them to talk about in the book. But some of the stuff Richard and I experienced, and some of his sort of general thinking on Bodmin and how it affects people in a different ways.
It does seem to have one of those locations. Now, we know there's a little bit of feedback. That's because Penny hasn't got her headphones in, but normally she would.
Right.
So we know what that is all about. But all I can say is hopefully it's all working fine and dandy and everything's going okay. The people are in the chat room. Don't forget, 9 p.m. over on the Spreaker channel. That is going to be where you need to be to listen to the show with Richard tonight, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, and he and him nearly have a little falling out. I told him I'm going to punch him next time I see him. So
that's what I
there
like
you go.
to hear. Keeping all of our guests under control. Yeah. So on that note, 9 p.m. over on the Spreaker channel, the links will be going up into the Parasearch Radio like page, group page, and in the event as well. So if you
and on Twitter
and on Twitter, that's right. Yeah, I always forget Twitter, don't I? And so if you're worried you might miss it, then you need to click the link. It'll take you to the chat room. There's a little speech bubble widget at the bottom. Click on that, takes you into the chat room, and you can have a little chat, to everybody else in the chat room, and even Penny while she's in there doing her show. So on that note, we're going to go off this and just keep your eyes peeled, because there's going to be more of this kind of stuff coming soon, right?
Bye everyone, speak to you later.
Bye.